Good morning. Welcome to Amrit Senior Secondary School YouTube channel. Today we are going to start our topic kinematics for plus 1 physics unit 2, and in this chapter guys you will going to do study about rest and motion, how we can say the objects are in rest or in motion. We will deal that things in this chapter. So first of all I will talk about what do you mean by rest, how we can say the object is in rest position. So first of all, its definition: an object said to be in rest if it do not changes its position with respect to time and its surrounding. यानी कि कोई ऑब्जेक्ट अपना पोजीशन टाइम और सराउंडिंग के विद रिस्पेक्ट टू अपनी पोजीशन चेंज नहीं करता, तो उस ऑब्जेक्ट को बोल सकते हैं वो रेस्ट में है. एक अनदर थिंग जो कि मोशन रेस्ट के बिल्कुल ऑपोजिट है, उसको बोलेंगे ऑब्जेक्ट which do not change which changes its position with respect to time and surrounding, then object said to be in motion. एग्जाम्पल में हम रेस्ट को कंसिडर कर सकते हैं. हमारे रूम में कहीं पे कोई चेयर पड़ी है, अगर वो फॉर अ वीक, फॉर अ मंथ, फॉर अ ईयर एक ही पोजीशन पे रहती है विद रिस्पेक्ट टू अस, विद रिस्पेक्ट टू सराउंडिंग, विद रिस्पेक्ट टू टाइम, देन दैट थिंग शुड बी in rest position. So next, motion, how we can say the object in motion. इस केस में हम स्टडी कर सकते हैं जैसे कि हमारा प्लैनेट विद रिस्पेक्ट टू सन ये कंटिन्यूसली उसके अराउंड घूम रहा है और विद रिस्पेक्ट टू टाइम अपनी पोजीशन चेंज कर रहा है, देन ऑब्जेक्ट सेड टू बी इन मोशन. These are the examples with which we can say the objects, what kind of objects in motion and what kind of objects in rest. So the next we are going to start related to the topics based on kinematics. So the next definition is, before we are going to study about more definitions, we will continue our examples for the rest and motion. So as we know guys, what is rest? That is the things which do not change their position. So example related to the rest, there are the more examples: chairs, tables which are surrounding us, they do not changes their position, so we can say these objects or things are in rest positions. Similarly, motion, the cars, the buses, or more objects, more things which continuously changes their position with respect to us, with respect to time, then objects said to be in motion. There are a lot of more examples you can consider. So further we are going to do our definitions which are related to these topics. So next definition is distance and displacement. So what is distance? Distance is the actual path length traveled by an object. If we consider any kind of length that is traveled by any object that cover a distance A to B, cover a path A to B, then actual length of this path is known as distance. If we talk about displacement, then what is displacement? The shortest path of this length, that is known as displacement. So what is the difference between the distance and displacement? So as we can see, the distance is longer length we consider, and displacement is shortest path traveled by an object. So this is a definition for distance and displacement. You can easily understand with this example. Further we will going to study more examples or difference between the distance and displacement. So before that I will talk about its a unit and this what is kind of quantity is it. It is a scalar quantity. Distance is a scalar quantity. Scalar quantity are those quantities which have only magnitude, they don't show or don't talk about the direction. Displacement, this is a vector quantity. And what is vector quantity? Vector quantity which shows both magnitude and gives talk about the direction too, and it's both have the meter units. So we can consider more examples for it. With the more example we can understand what is distance and displacement. So as we know, the shortest path is known as displacement and the longest or actual length is known as distance. So consider any object A started traveling with this path, then consider this path is 30 km. then what would be the displacement for this? Consider this displacement is started from A, and shortest distance between A and point B, that is displacement. This is a displacement. This is displacement, and then it would be 10 kilometer. So what we can find from this diagram or this example, always distance is greater than with displacement. Is it true? Not accurately this relation is true. It could be like this. Not always distance is greater than displacement. There is some situation where distance and displacement both are equal. There is another example where we can consider this is a distance and this is the shortest path to, and we can, in this case we can consider distance and displacement both are equal. In such case we can see the distance traveled by A object to point B, that is, let it be 20 kilometer. It's a we can see that distance is 20 kilometer. So what would be the displacement? That is 2 equal 20 kilometer. Why? Because there is no fluctuation in this path. There is a straight path. So straight path both are equal distance and displacement. So further we will do more examples. There is one more example in which we can see there is a half circular, as we can say semicircular ring. This is a path for the particle A. Particle start from A initial point and it will cover this distance. Then what would be the distance for this path? As we know, this is a semicircular, so semicircular circumference would be, that is 2 pi r. Because it's a semi, we will divide by 2 and we will get an answer pi r. So distance traveled by A particle to position B, then it would be pi. As we know, the radius of this semicircular ring, that is 7, the value would be 22 by 7. 7 will be cut with 7 and answer would be 22 meter. And this is the distance for the semicircular ring. And then what would be the value for displacement? Then displacement we will take, as we know, this is the shortest path. Then as we can see, this is the diameter for the semicircular ring. So this is 7 meter, then it would be 2 7 meter. So diameter, that is equal to 2 r, that is equal to 2 into 7, it's 14 meter. So we can see displacement is 14 meter and distance is 22 meter. So from this example we can easily find the values difference between distance and displacement. We can see always distance is greater than displacement, because we can consider an example again, definition again. We can see distance is always greater than, distance is the actual path or longest path traveled by object, and displacement is the shortest path and traveled by an object. The value again will become distance is greater than displacement. So this is the actual relation between distance and displacement. So there is one more, what the value we will find from this relation. Distance is greater than or equal to displacement. Displacement we can see multiply with 1, it will do not change any value. It will get displacement from this here to this position, it will directly divided by distance. here the value will remain, that is 1. So the ratio of distance and displacement is always greater than 1, always greater than and equal to 1. This is a relation between, this is a relation between distance and displacement, and the ratio of distance, ratio we can take it as ratio of distance and displacement. So these today we studied the rest and motion. What do you mean rest? What is motion? What is distance? What is displacement? And what is difference between these two terms? So remaining terms, remaining more definition related to this chapter, we will continue in our next session. So for the rest session, thank you.